Greetings to all Tales series fans. If you like the Tales of Symphonia game and want to play the remastered version for it in the Switch, but you don't have a Switch, then this is the perfect video drill for you to watch because I'm gonna teach you how to play this game into your PC and how to get all of these files here that I have in my desktop and install and run them into your Yuzu emulator. For those who do not know, Yuzu emulator is a Nintendo Switch emulator that can play and emulate any Nintendo Switch games into your PC as long as you have installed all of these files here into your PC in Yuzu emulator, okay? So Yuzu emulator alone cannot play Nintendo Switch games without these files. So first of all, I'm going to teach you where to get all of these files. In order to get these files, open a web browser and we will have and download Yuzu emulator first. So I'm just going to type Yuzu emulator and hit search. Yuzuemu.org is their official website. Click on that. Go to download button here and then download the Windows 64 version here. If you're using a Linux device, then you can download the Linux file here. So as of this recording, I'm currently using the latest version of Windows 11 and Yuzu emulator will run with no issues at all. So you can just download and install this here. So I'm just going to skip the download and installation process because that is really easy to do and anyone can do that. So I'm just going to minimize this and open Yuzu emulator. So since I'm going to assume that you have already downloaded and installed Yuzu emulator, okay? So just boot up Yuzu emulator, run it, and then you'll be met with certain errors saying that you will need some certain files installed into your Yuzu emulator. So what are those files? These are the files that are needed to be installed in Yuzu emulator. So these are the Nintendo Switch keys and the Nintendo Switch firmware, and it should be in version 15 in order for it to detect Tales of Symphonia Remastered into your Yuzu emulator. And Tales of Symphonia Remastered should be in XCI file format, okay? So if you're asking me where to get all these files, legally speaking, you can only get these files through a modded Nintendo Switch console, which has a custom firmware installed in it. Because if it has a custom firmware installed in it, then it can access your Nintendo Switch system files such as the Nintendo Switch keys and the Nintendo Switch firmware. So once you have access on that files, then you can just copy it into your PC. Now, to get Tales of Symphonia Remastered, you should own the game, you should buy the game and have it copied into a digital version, which should be in XCI file format into your PC. So, if you don't own a Nintendo Switch, or if you have a Switch but don't know how to mod or install custom firmware into your Switch, then I'm just going to save you the hassle and teach you where to get all of these files here. So in order to get all of these files, I'm just going to leave a QR code here wherein you can scan it with your QR code reader into your mobile device so that you will be redirected to the download page wherein you can get all of these files here. So once you are in approms.com, all you have to do is just hover down to the middle part of the page so that you can get a Tales of Symphonia Remastered in XCI file format. And once you have downloaded it, you can download the keys and firmware in the bottom part of the website, wherein you can get the keys and firmware. So be sure to check out the entirety of the website so that you'll get all of these files. So now, I'm going to assume that you have already downloaded all of these files and that you have a copy of it into your PC just like mine here. So it's time to install them to your Yuzu emulator. So go to Yuzu emulator, go to File, go to Open Yuzu folder, and then go to Keys folder here, and then open the keys zip file here, and then just drag and drop or copy and paste these files into that folder. This folder should be empty because this is your first installation, okay? So I'm going to close in that. Now it's time to install the firmware. To do this, go back to File, Open Yuzu folder, and then go to NAND folder, go to System folder, Contents folder, then Registered folder, and all you have to do is open the firmware file here, and then just copy all these files here into this folder here, to your Yuzu folder. Since, again, this is your first installation, this folder should be empty. This will contain all of the firmware files needed in order for Yuzu emulator to detect Nintendo Switch games. So once done, close on that. Now your Yuzu emulator is now fully capable of booting up and detecting Nintendo Switch games. You will know that that is successful because it will show all of the the images of the icons of the games, okay, in the Nintendo Switch, for the Nintendo Switch, okay. So what's the next step now? The next step now is to optimize your Yuzu emulator so that it is fully capable of playing the game in high performance and with no issues at all. To do this, just go to Yuzu, go to Emulation, go to Configure, and just pause the video and copy my settings here. Okay, so be sure to copy everything. So be sure to pause the video and copy everything. Now this is for the General tab. Now go to the System tab. Again, be sure to copy everything. CPU tab, it is set to auto. The graphics tab, my default setting is for OpenGL, but if some games will not run, then you have to change it to Vulkan. Okay, so I'm going to go back to OpenGL and just copy everything. It's all the same when you change it into another API. Now go to advanced setting, then it is set to high, then use VSync, use fast GPU time hack, and use Vulkan pipeline. Be sure to check them. And isotropic filtering should be automatic. And then go to audio. Everything is set to auto. And in controls, you should connect your Nintendo Switch Pro controller here, your PlayStation or Xbox controller here, and then just map them according to your liking. And hit OK. Now your Yuzu emulator is now fully capable of running Tales of Symphonia in high performance with no issues, no graphical bugs or anything like that once you have optimized your Yuzu emulator. So a little bit of disclaimer, I'm just going to show you a gameplay of Tales of Symphonia Remastered into my Yuzu emulator because we all know that Nintendo is really strict on this kind of content and they don't want it to be shown in the internet or in YouTube. Because if I do show you that gameplay, then they will delete or terminate my account in YouTube and my videos in YouTube. So I hope you guys do understand on that part to save myself from the hassle of my channel being taken down. So as long as you followed all the steps that I have shown you guys, you are guaranteed to play Tales of Symphonia or any Nintendo Switch games into your PC as long as you followed my steps and guide. Okay, so if you have some questions regarding the installation process of Tales of Symphonia Remastered into your PC, then just leave a comment in the comment section below and I will try my best to answer all of them. Thank you for watching, subscribe to my channel, and see you next time. Goodbye for now.